Yo, what up, niggas? It's your boy Philko here, reporting live from Budapest, Hungary. Well, not really live, but I got kind of used to using this microphone, so I'm using the microphone. I don't like using the camera. And today, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about my personal, not personal relations. It ain't like that. Most of these are guys, so that's kind of gay. But I mean about my personal encounters with celebrities. Over my years of acting, I have met with celebrities, and some interesting things have happened between us, has happened between me and some of them. And I was sitting here just thinking about it, and I was thinking, how many do I have? And I came up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different celebrity stories. All these people are celebrities. They've had lines in television, movies, commercial. All of them are pretty much well known, okay? So I'm going to get to all of them, and I'm going to tell you guys what happened, what I thought of it, blah, blah, blah. So let's start with the first person. The first man up is Larenz Tate. Larenz Tate. Most of you may remember him as Old Dog from Menace to Society. Now, what happened with me and Larenz Tate? Well, about 3 years ago, I got a call to be a photo double for somebody. At the time we're filming, or no, at the time they were filming something called Gun Hill Road. I don't think that shit ever got released. I don't think it ever got released, but we did a lot of filming on that shit. And basically, I found out they wanted me to be a double for Larenz Tate. And usually when you're a double, you get to hang out with the first team person, which is Larenz Tate, the star and all this stuff. And I did. I got to hang out with him. I got to know him while on set and stuff. It was really, really cool. Like, we were like the same size and stuff, except he had like more muscles than me. He was a little darker than me, and his feet, his sneakers were much smaller than mine. So we had to go out and get me a bigger size sneaker than his, because his were too small. And the ones they had ready for him to wear, like after this scene, were way too small for me. So I had to wear different ones. But what's interesting between me and Larenz Tate was there was this one scene in which he volunteered, because it could have been me, because we both basically look alike, and with camera work, we look just alike. There was a scene we had to do, and it's literally the last thing we did, where he could have chose to be the guy tying the other guy up, or be the guy getting tied up. And he chose to get tied up. And what does that mean? That means I had to tie him up. But for him, what that meant was this dude, this was like, it wasn't full-blown winter. I would say it was like maybe 40-degree night. 40 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know that in Celsius, but it's like 40 degrees that night. He had to lay down shirtless, and I had to tie him down to a pole while he's on the floor. It's kind of weird. You have to see it to understand it. But I basically was tying him between a pole and a cap of the sewer cap. And I was like tying him between both those things. And this dude was shirtless on the fucking floor. No Hollywood shit, on the real floor for, I would say, maybe 10 minutes straight, until I got tying him up right. So you can imagine how I felt every time I messed up a little. He's sitting there pretending he's dead, holding his breath on a cold ass floor, which he chose to do instead of letting me go down there and be cold shit. He chose to do it. So I thanked him a million times for that. I had so much respect for him after that. And he was, when I was a kid, he was my favorite actor. He was the reason I got braids when I was younger. He was the reason I got braids. You know, he had those braids as Old Dog. Those are the same braids I had till I was like maybe 13, 14. I had those same braids because I was a big fan of him in Menace to Society. How he held his gun sideways and all that. Yo, I was a big fan of Old Dog. So it meant a lot to me that I got to be his photo double for like a week. I made great money. Fucking, we got, one day when I was being his double, we got fucking double, oh, no, we got golden time. When you get golden time, that means from the time you arrive to work, you at least been there for 16 hours straight. That includes lunch, so that doesn't take off an hour. That's included. If you're there from like 10 o'clock, go to 10 o'clock, then you're there 11, 12, 13, 14, wait, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and you're there until like 3 o'clock, you, whatever the fucking time is, you get at least like $1,200 plus everything else you do after that. So I made great money for that week. I probably pulled in like $4,000 that week working for this guy. And that was awesome. I'll never forget it. Larenz Tate, you're the man. Hope you see this video. That's why I tagged your name in it. Next one. Next one is Chase Crawford. Now, I know a lot of you black people out there do not watch Gossip Girl, but I was the first black person to ever get a line on Gossip Girl. I was the first black person to ever say anything, and it was in a scene with Chase Crawford. But that's not the little thing that happened between us. The thing that happened between me and Chase Crawford was, Before we started filming, as they introduced us, whatever, you know, I'm standing there with him, whatever, and they're setting up for us to film. He asked me if I had a pen, and I'm thinking, first thing I thought to my head was, damn, just because I'm black, this dude think I have a pen? And I was like, nah, I don't really write with pens. I'm more with pencils. You might have to ask someone else. He was like so fucking, he was like, oh, really? He was like so disappointed. And I didn't realize how racist that shit was until like a year later. He swore up and down that I had a pen on me just because I was black. You know, he was so excited to see me. I was wondering why this dude was so excited. He's like, oh, but you people usually have those good pens. I'm just being real, you know. But he was inviting me to the trailer and all this stuff if I had it. But yo, I don't have any pens. I don't mess with pens. I mean, I've written with pens maybe 3 or 4 times my whole life. You know what I mean? But he asked for it. And I was like, my dude, I just don't have it. You know, I'm sorry. I don't know where you could get pens either. You know, you might have to go to the store. I know it's risky, but you know, ballpoint, just go for it. Know what I mean? So, and other than that, you know, this dude had mad chicks wait for him outside the trailer. This dude was like chick crazy. You know, I was his friend after we filmed that, but I wasn't close enough because I didn't have a pen. He found another black guy with the pen, and they were sharing the chicks. Next time, I'll be pen ready when I meet white people on set. All right, next one. Next person is Kat Dennings. Now, what happened between me and Kat Dennings? Well, this one is really interesting. This one was, it started before I even met her. It was me, my first girlfriend ever, like the one I had sex with when I was like 20 years old, like we first started dating, whatever. It was me, her, and all my friends at the time, all my best friends, right? And we were watching 40-Year-Old Virgin. And as we watched 40-Year-Old Virgin, I remember seeing Kat Dennings. You know, big tits, and she was goth. I love goth girls. I love girls who wear black. And she just knocked me off my feet. And I remember saying, this is before I ever started acting. This is before that. I remember telling all my friends and my ex-girlfriend right there on the spot, I said, if I ever become an actor, my goal in life is to work with Kat Dennings and to meet her through acting. That's exactly what I said. No exaggeration. About 3.5 years later, I guess, we do a movie together. You can see me in the movie. The movie is called Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. If you saw that movie, you saw me. When I was with Kat, well, I was actually more with her blonde friend. Like her blonde friend was touching me and I was touching her and all this stuff. The 2 stars. One was blonde and the other one was Kat Dennings. I was with the blonde one. But what happened was, they introduced me to Kat Dennings before we started filming, because you know it was 2 girls and 3 guys in the scene. This small part of the scene. It was me, 2 white guys, Kat Dennings, and the blonde chick. What me and the white guys do is we take the drunk blonde chick away from Kat Dennings at a party, and she's like playing with gum and she's talking to us, and she's like, I'm so horny right now, or some shit like that. And we're like, yeah, bitch, yeah, you know, we're touching her and all this stuff. You guys go check it out. It's like the 2nd or 3rd scene of the movie. So it's not far into the movie. You can check it out, Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. But what happened was, when I met her, it was on the scene. They picked me specifically to be the guy to take her, and the 2 white guys, us 3 specifically from the crowd, to take this white girl from her, the star. And the star, just in case you guys don't know, I forgot her name, but she was a blonde girl. She also played in The Sopranos. She was one of the Sopranos' daughter chick. I forgot her name. But she was a friend of the daughter of Tony Soprano, the blonde friend, okay? And, you know, they introduced me to them, and I was just struck, man. I was like, holy shit. Like, in my mind, I'm like, Kat Dennings. My heart's beating. I was sweating. But I kept it real, and I played it natural. And I said, oh, nice to meet you. Looking forward to working with you. We discussed the scene. We did it. It's in the movie. I got paid. I'm happy. Kat Dennings. We even made a video together. I have a video with her on YouTube. I'm going to get the link. Hopefully I can find the link, put it in the description. But we have a video together on YouTube. But I was so fucking nervous as I was filming her. I missed half her face because I was so fucking nervous and excited to be with her. You understand? So I'm going to include that too in this thing. Hopefully I don't forget, all right? Next up, 4th celebrity I had a personal encounter with. This one is Mark Webb. He's the director of Spider-Man 2012. He might be the director of the Spider-Man that just came out, the Spider-Man 2 2013 or 2014, whatever. He might be director that one too, but I'm not sure. My personal situation with Mark Webb was kind of big. I told you guys this before, but I'll tell you again for those who don't know. This shit meant a lot to me. I almost gave up on acting because of this guy. But let me tell you what happened. What happened was, years ago, 2010, I think this started. What happened was, I went to an audition, right? And I got the part. They called me to say I got the part. 3 different people called me telling me that night I got the part and that I had to, they needed my social security number so they could write up my contract so I can film the film, whatever. I could film it, I could do my part. I'm like, all right, cool. So the day comes, I go down to the set. I don't have a trailer. And I'm not a movie star or anything, but I know something's wrong. When you're a principal actor, you're supposed to have a trailer and you're supposed to have a photo double. I didn't see a trailer and I didn't have a, no, not photo double, a stand-in. I didn't have a stand-in. I'm like, whoa, something's wrong. Turns out, they called me like 5 hours later of me sitting in this garbage trailer, which wasn't even a real trailer, just some crap that they had me sitting in. And then they called me to some apartment, and Mark Webb's like, all right, we're about to use you, just wait in the apartment, we'll tell you when we need you, blah, blah, blah. I sit in that apartment for like fucking 7 hours. Sat there for like 5 hours, had lunch, came back for 2 hours just to find out it's a wrap and they didn't need me. Therefore, I didn't really get the part and I'm not getting paid for principal. I'm not getting paid principal wages and I'm not getting a contract because they didn't use me at all. They didn't even put the camera on me. They didn't get my voice, nothing. So of course, I'm tight. So I told my whole family, yeah, man, you know, I got the part in Spider-Man, blah, blah, blah. I got the part. Yo, I was tight. Extremely tight. You guys have no idea how mad I was. I remember I was fucking mad as shit because I told everybody I was going to be in Spider-Man simply because of the fact that one of the first extra jobs I ever did was Spider-Man, one of the old, Spider-Man 3, the one that came out before it or whatever, the old one. And it was the scene where Mr. Sandman is chasing people, and I was in the crowd scene. I was just a regular extra. I was in the crowd, and I was telling everyone, "Go see the movie. You're going to see me. I'm in the movie." Blah blah blah. Then people went to see the movie, and they just laughed at me because they didn't see me because there were so many people in the crowd, and they thought I had like lines and shit. Because I was so excited when I told people about it, I guess I kind of exaggerated. So people were literally calling me Spider-Man to make fun of me after Spider-Man 3 came out because they expected to see me and they didn't. So the fact that I told everyone I was going to be in Spider-Man, the new one, and I'm contracted, so they'll definitely see me, and then to find out I didn't get the part, I was tight. I didn't say nothing for 6 months. I swear to God, I was planning on when the movie came out to move to another country and just disappear. That is how fucking mad I was. But what happened was 6 months later, out of fucking nowhere, I just get a call from one of my agents. She's like, hey, are you available for a fitting tomorrow? I go, sure. And she's like, okay, go to this and that, blah, blah, blah. I have no idea what it's about. I have no idea what's going on. I get to the building, and then as I get in there, I get in the elevator, I go upstairs. As soon as I come out the elevator, I just see Mark Webb standing right there. I look at him, he looks at me, he goes, oh, Phil, it's great that you've made it here. Just to let you know, I'm really sorry about what happened. It's definitely not fair for you. I know it would have been your first part, so this is what I did for you. I made a part in this movie just for you. I don't want you to try on wardrobe. I just want you to sign a contract, blah, blah, blah. You're here, when you go to the set, I want you to bring your own clothes. I want you to bring your skateboard. I want you to be you, okay? Don't worry about it. I just wanted you to come here because it's official. All the principal actors, you know, they have to go to the fitting. This is just a formality thing. You got the part. Tomorrow morning, be there. Your trailer and your stand-in will be waiting for you. This part is just for you. I didn't believe him. I was like, all right, yeah. I gave him a half-ass handshake and walked into the fitting because that's it. Well, he didn't tell me that before, but he told me some shit like that before. But I go there the next morning. I didn't believe shit until I saw the trailer with my name on it. When I saw that trailer with my name on it, I got hyped. Then I sat in the trailer for like an hour. I took a shit to christen my trailer, you know, because you got a bathroom in there and shit. I had a personal assistant. She came. She was fine as fuck. They knew who I liked. She had a fat ass. And just for a word of advice, if you guys ever become actors, you're going to notice something. Makeup artists typically have real fat butts. I mean, damn. Something about makeup artists. Even my ex-girlfriend that I dated in Russia for like 2 years, she had a real fat ass. When I told about the story of my ex, and there's 2 parts to it, in one of the most popular videos on like Philko's Friends or whatever, look at that ass in the picture of the video. She was a makeup artist too. But they used, even before I met my ex, they just have real, just fucking fat asses, bro. I fucking mean it. I mean asses that make you just say, how is that possible? You know, you just want to fucking, okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, anyway, she was one of them. And, you know, I get to the set and I meet my stand-in. Dude was extremely gay. They gave me the gayest stand-in possible. Dude was extremely gay, but I'm not complaining, just saying that's what happened. They gave me the illest gay stand-in, but I did my part, and I thanked him. He said, thank you for coming, you did a great job, blah, 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 you know, whatever. I went to the movie theaters to see the movie like 7 months after that. Saw myself in the movie, knew that meant I was getting paid for the rest of my life, which is still what's happening now. To this day, I'm still getting paid off the DVD, TV, and all that residuals. Only money I don't get money from the actual movie sales and like the theaters. It's just how it is. But I get money from everything else. They cut me a check on everything else for the rest of my life. That shit is beautiful. Trust me. That's the best part of being an actor, is those residual checks. Next one. Next person we're going to is Anthony Mackie. What happened with me and Anthony Mackie? This is going to be a quick one. I was an extra on the movie, no, was it a movie? It was a movie, Man on the Ledge. And I didn't know anything about Anthony Mackie. I didn't know anything about him. I know he looked like whatever. But all I remember is me standing on a street corner, ready to do my part of just walking across the street, you know, regular background shit. And I remember seeing some guy who just reminded me of me. He just reminded me of me. Now, I was just looking at him. And he looked at me, and we both were kind of like, hey, gave each other like some recognition just because we kind of looked like each other. It was kind of weird. And so what happened was, he said something to someone else about it. They took me off. Not anything bad. They took me off the shot. They wanted me in another shot without him because we looked alike. Like we had the same haircut, not really similar outfits, but we looked very fucking similar. And so they took me off, and like that night, his stand-in, his permanent stand-in walks up to me. He goes, you look, man, let me give you a ride home after this. I was like, a ride home? I live in Queens. Like, it's no problem. I want to talk to you. So he gives me a ride home, and he starts telling me that he's going to Germany. He would like for me to be Anthony Mackie's new stand-in. And then as long as I will allow him to be Anthony Mackie's stand-in again when he comes back. So I'd be like, a non-permanent, you know, just a temporary stand-in for Anthony Mackie. But the problem was, I was also going to Germany. I had to go see my girlfriend at the time. And I was like, damn, I would love to do it, but I'm also going to Germany. You know, and also going to Germany ruined me being Usher's photo double. No, Usher's stand-in for a commercial. That sucked. But I couldn't do it because I had to go to Germany. But it's so cool that me and Anthony Mackie just kind of looked at each other, and he told his agent or one of the people that, hey, you know, that guy looks like me. Go talk to him about him being my stand-in. And it would have happened, but I had to go to Germany. So that's between me and Anthony Mackie. So next, Talib Kweli. This one is the furthest back. I was maybe 15 years old. We were at a New Year's party in Jersey, and I had no idea who was going to go there. I was there with my cousin and a bunch of her tennis. My cousin's mother's, like, he's not my real cousin. He's like a best friend. We grew up together. They call each other cousins. He's like a mixed guy. So he's basically like my best friend at the time. And his mother had a lot of tennis friends. And they invited her over, and I guess they're rich. They invited us over to their house in Jersey. We go to Jersey, we're at a New Year's party. Who walks in is just casual Talib Kweli. Basically, we were with Talib Kweli's family. We didn't know that until we got there. So we spent New Year's with Talib. But the thing is, Talib is like extremely intelligent. And he's like, everything he says is about the people, and, you know, revolutionary. He's always smart, blah, blah, blah. Nigga, we were like 15. My cousin was like 14. We didn't understand what the fuck he was talking about. We were just happy to be next to him. That's it. We're just next to him talking, trying to freestyle and stuff, having fun. Then he'll start talking the righteous shit. We'll be like, all right. So, anyway, Talib, we know how to rap, blah, blah, blah. And that's how that went. So, that one was a while ago. Ain't much of a big deal on that one. So, that was me and Talib. Now for the last one. This one is about Anne Marson. Now, she isn't that big of a celebrity, I guess. Maybe some of you would know her. There's two big things. She's mostly three big things. Well, she became a local celebrity where she did this popular big YouTube video where she was dancing on the Staten Island ferry. And then she got on the TV show The Good Wife. And she plays a reoccurring character who's a dance teacher because she's like a really good dancer. And then she was in the news again. She's still doing The Good Wife, by the way. But then she was in the news again when they discovered that Pharrell's video, Happy, was copied off of her video. that she made a while ago. I forgot it was called Girl Walk or something. But Pharrell copied that video. And there's a video about it online. Hopefully I include that in the links, but in the description, the links in the description, so you guys can listen to it and stuff, watch it. But the thing between me and Anne, like, it was in 2009. You know, it was a while back. And honestly, I don't even think I really want to go through that right now. How long is this video? This video is like, damn, 20 minutes. Yeah, I think I'm done blabbing. Yeah, this video is a little too long, guys, so I'll probably get to it some other time, you know, when I feel like talking about it. But, you know, 20 minutes, you know, that's enough. I don't want to talk you guys' ears off and stuff. And but yeah, you can look her up, Ann Marson. I forgot the name of her character, but just put in Good Wife Ann Marson. You'll see who she is. And it's funny because when I saw her on that show, I got rid of my cable. Like, I used to watch cable, but soon as I saw her on that show, I got rid of it. And I haven't had or really watched TV ever since I saw her on it, for reasons I don't want to talk about right now. So yeah, people, I'm out. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you next time, people. Later.